Kylie, I need to know when you intend on standing on your own 2 feet for once. It's time you learn to be independent, young lady.
Huh? Stand on my own 2 feet? Be independent? But I haven't lived with you for years now, Mom. Besides, I've been sending you a monthly allowance for God knows how long. I don't want to be rude, but surely if either of us are independent, it's me.
Don't get clever with me, girl. It's funny you should mention the allowance, actually. Because it's actually that I'm upset with you about. You've been lying to me this whole time, haven't you? You've got some nerve to do this to your own mother.
Lying to you? Me? What the hell? About what?
I know it was really your little brother Oliver sending me my monthly allowance all along. He finally confessed to me in floods of tears that it was him sending me $1,000 a month for these last 12 years. It might look like he's not working at a glance, but he actually works from home. And it turns out he makes quite a lot of money. Did you know that? What a little star my boy is.
That's the first I've heard of it.
But because he's so kind, generous, and big-hearted, and because he thinks so much of you as his big sister, he went out of his way to send you the money, so you could send it to me from your account and take the credit at a sympathetic consideration for your unfortunate position. In doing so, he made it look like the money was coming from you all along. I can't believe he went so far out of his way to protect your dignity. Oh, that's my Oliver. He's really the kindest boy there ever was.
My unfortunate position? I don't even... Hang on, Mom. Wait a sec. Do you actually believe him? I can't believe anyone would fall for a lie this obvious.
Don't be silly. There's no way my darling Oliver would ever lie to his mother. The boy's an angel, and I won't have anyone tell me otherwise.
That boy? Mom, please. He's a 26-year-old man who lives alone in his perpetually dark bedroom, surrounded by empty potato chip packets and questionable amounts of used tissue paper. Will you just stop and think about this? Oliver was a kid in middle school 12 years ago when the monthly allowance payments started. He didn't get his first part-time job until high school. Even if this working from home stuff is true, exactly how do you suppose he came up with $1,000 a month for those first few years when he was a child?
Good grief, Kylie. When will you ever realize that it's exactly this kind of obsessing over minor, trivial details that causes people to find you insufferably boring?
All I'm doing is pointing out the inconsistencies in what you're saying. But I see. So this is how you speak to me after I send you $1,000 a month for 12 years, is it? All right, I understood. You believe Oliver unconditionally, no matter what he says, never questioning a thing. But with me, your default response is to treat me like a liar. I mean, it's not like I was doing it because I wanted you to be grateful. I did it because you're family, and I figured I didn't really mind having to tighten my belt and be careful with my spending if it meant helping you out.
Oh, please. Stop pretending like you're some saint, dear. You're making me feel physically sick. Drop the act and admit it. I know it was your little brother sending me $1,000 a month all along. I have nothing to be grateful to you for.
I see how it is. Well, in that case, I'll let Oliver carry on with the payments directly, since you obviously don't need me to be involved with them at all. Just to be clear, you don't need me to have any further involvement in the payments, is that right?
Yes, that's right. Fine, I'll leave everything up to your brother from now on. Actually, it's probably for the best. I think this is probably the best way to stop that ego of yours getting overinflated. You're so useless, so why don't you do me a favor and disappear?
Sure thing. You know what? That actually works great for me. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Goodbye.
Hey, is that my scumbag big sister? This is your big brother, and the supreme master of your life, and I have a direct order for you. Starting from next month, you're gonna start adding an extra $500 onto the monthly $1,000 you've been sending to Mom's bank account. And also, and this part's important, you're gonna start sending it directly to my bank account instead. I told Mom it was me sending her $1,000 a month indirectly through you this whole time. Let's face it, Mom's gonna be way happier living with me. I was always her favorite. You can think of the extra $500 as a thank you for my troubles. Oh, and by the way, if you're feeling extra generous and want to help out your awesome little bro even more, you're more than welcome to bump that extra $500 up to $1,000 or $2,000. Alright, I'm counting on you, sis. The payments start next month. Do I make myself clear? Sweet. Alright, peace. Hey, is that my rotten, filthy, stinking sister? You were supposed to start sending me that money today. I just checked my banking app, but nothing went in. Is it bugging out, or are you just being a lazy dumb slacker who can't even remember what day of the month it is? If it's the second one, stop lazing around and see to it that $1,500 goes into my account as soon as goddamn hacking possible. Get a move on, bitch. Hey! Mom won't stop nagging me about her monthly allowance money. Where is it? Hurry the hell up before I get seriously mad. You're the biggest blockhead dumb bitch loser I've ever met in my life. This is why you never trust a woman with anything involving money. Is it any wonder Mom hates you when you act like this? Get that 1.5k paid directly into my bank account by first thing tomorrow morning.
Kylie, hurry up and send me this month's $1,000.
Excuse me? I thought we agreed Oliver was going to send you it himself directly from now on. Why are you asking me for money all of a sudden? I thought you didn't need anything from me.
It's not that I don't need it. Actually, I'm doing you a favor by allowing you the privilege of sending me the money again. You know, it's not good to rely on your brother to do everything for you, right?
You're doing me a favor.
Yes, that's right. Me and Oliver have decided that that's what's best for your personal development. I hope you're grateful to your amazing little brother. He's been very kind to you, you know. There aren't many people who'd let you take the credit for sending their mother $1,000 a month. Now he says he decided to actually let you take over with the payments for real. Instead of tossing you in the garbage where you belong, he's very kindly giving you the opportunity to prove yourself as a decent, respectable human being and finally serve a purpose to this family.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm a little confused. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
That's fine, dear. You might be too dense to understand what I'm talking about, but all that matters is that you take over from Oliver with my $1,000 monthly payments. I'm sure you'll figure out what's going on before long. Listen, forget all that. Don't overexert yourself with too much thinking. Just send me my $1,000 now. Oh, that reminds me. You'll also be sending Oliver $500 a month, won't you?
Why would I do that?
It seems like your darling brother's been coming up with all sorts of ways for you to prove yourself as a respectable human being. Think of sending him $500 a month as your way of saying thanks.
Oh, it's fine. He doesn't have to help me prove anything.
What?
I already decided to leave everything involving the money to Oliver. Even if neither of you see me as a respectable human being, I seriously couldn't care less.
Kylie!
I guess you could say my feelings regarding anything involving the two of you have become numb. Dad died 3 months after I moved out after getting my first job. And with that, you had to buy groceries and pay the rent with no breadwinner. I couldn't just leave you to fend for yourselves. So out of a sense of duty to you as my family, I scrimped and saved. And I did everything I could to get you that $1,000 for 12 years straight. And to think this is how you repay me? By treating me with contempt and disdain? Like I'm a piece of dirt on the bottom of your shoe? I guess you could say my eyes were open. And now I can see you for what you really are.
What are you talking about? All we're talking about here is you taking over the payments for my monthly allowance that Oliver has been taking care of until now. You've been free to do what you want all this time while your brother bore the burden. All I'm saying is that the gravy train is coming to its final stop, and it's finally your turn to pull your socks up and pay your dues to this family. You only have yourself to blame for this, my dear. Do I make myself clear? This is your fault and nobody else's. If you understand, I suggest you send me my $1,000 as soon as possible. Oh, and send Oliver his $500 while you're at it. If I don't see that money by tomorrow, I'll have no choice but to call your company and demand that they start paying your salary directly into my account. Kylie, what's going on here? Is it true that you quit your job?
Huh?
Remember how I told you I'd have your boss send your salary to my bank account instead of yours if you failed to pay up the $1,500 you owe us? Since I didn't get my money before the allotted deadline of yesterday, I had no choice but to give your boss a call. And when I did, he told me you quit your job ages ago. I can't believe you quit your job just to get out of paying me my monthly allowance. You're rotten to the core. You disgust me. Oh my God, this means you're unemployed, doesn't it? You better not think you're allowed to come back to this house to leech off me just because you can't afford to feed or clothe yourself anymore. You better not go begging to your brother Oliver for any money either. You're on your own now.
Was the company you phoned called Dunkin' Food Products by any chance?
Yes, they're the company you got a job with after graduating high school, if I remember correctly.
Yep, you remember correctly, but I quit that place half a year ago.
Huh? Half a year ago?
I read about crypto trading online a few years ago and thought it looked like fun. So I figured it wouldn't hurt to put aside a tiny chunk of my salary every month to play around with the markets. Things went way better than I expected, and I eventually got so good that other people online were asking me for advice. I decided to set up my own crypto trading advice forum. Before long, I was making more money than my old job and no longer had the time to balance them both. So I quit Dunkin' Food Products.
Wait, you did? Hang on, dear, what's a crypto?
I won't bore you by going into detail, but let me give you a simple explanation. It's the future of global finance. I won't pretend to be a millionaire yet, but things are going very well, and I'm making way more money than I ever was at the food company, so I saw no reason to stay.
Ah, that's fantastic, dear. So the $1,500 you owe me and your brother shouldn't be a problem then.
I have one more announcement to make. I'm getting married.
Married?
That's the other reason I quit my job. My fiancé's a guy I met at the company. He's Japanese, and he was only ever at our branch as part of a temporary work placement. He's heading back to Japan soon, and I decided I'm going to go with him and start my new life in Osaka.
You're marrying a foreign person?
Yep, that's right. All of my work is online, so I can do it from anywhere. But sadly for you guys, me and Takeshi are going to have to be careful with our finances, what with moving countries, running a household, and managing my company. So I'm afraid I don't have a single cent to spare. Please, get the money from Oliver like we agreed last month.
Fine, whatever. It's not like it's the end of the world. I guess Oliver does earn enough that he's been paying me $1,000 a month for the last 12 years. I suppose if that means a tragic failure of a human being that is my good-for-nothing daughter disappearing from both our lives for good, then I should be thankful.
All right, great. So we agreed that Oliver will be taking over your allowance payments, and I'll never be speaking to either of you again.
Fine by me.
One more thing. The contract on this phone is set to end the day I leave America, so you won't be able to contact me after I leave for Japan.
Yep, whatever. I have zero intention of messaging you anyway, so who cares? All I need is my dear beloved son Oliver. The two of us will be fine without you.
Right. Bye.
Hey, is that my bitch sister? What the hell is this crap I'm hearing from Mom? You're not gonna pay her allowance? What are you doing? Not only that, but you're moving to Japan? What the heckin' heck are you playing at? I knew you liked anime, but I didn't know you were this much of a weeb freak. You're free to go wherever you like, but let me make one thing clear. You will be paying me and Mom our allowances. $1,500 a month. No, $2,000. Actually, $2,500. Yep, that's right. I'll very kindly let you off the hook for your abominable behavior for the low price of $2,500 a month for the rest of your life.
Why does the amount keep going up?
Haha! There you are. You finally replied. Where's my money, bitch?
Oh, that's strange.
What is?
According to what Mom told me, far from being the unemployed neat loser I thought you were, You're actually a high-rolling home worker earning a fat paycheck with nothing but your laptop. The $1,000 I foolishly thought I'd been sending to Mom every month for the last 12 years was actually coming from you all along, right?
Huh? No. Wait a sec. That's just the story I told her.
But me and Mom just agreed that she didn't need me to send her money ever again. And she said she's totally fine with you paying her that $1,000 a month from now on. She disowned me and agreed to never speak to me again.
She did what?
You've always been on her side, right? So naturally, this automatically means me and you will be cutting ties too.
What? No. If you do that... Oh my god. The monthly allowance.
You make big bucks working from home, right? You've been paying Mom $1,000 a month for the last 12 years, right?
No, that was...
Anyway, I'm a little busy right now. See ya.
Kylie, I need some money, please. Oliver's been lying to me. He lied to me about everything. He said he lied about working from home to put my mind at ease. In light of the little white lie he told me in good faith out of consideration for my feelings, I hereby nominate you once more to pay me my $1,000 a month allowance. Now hurry up and get that money into my bank account. Please. I had less than $100 when I last checked my balance. Things really aren't looking great for your mother here, dear.
Ah, Mom, good morning.
Kylie!
The contract on my phone's about to end.
What? Now?
Me and Takeshi are leaving for Japan tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
All right, I'm gonna turn it off now.
No, Kylie, please, wait.
Goodbye forever. I heard everything I'm about to tell you from my Aunt Sylvie, who received a desperate SOS message from my panicking mother at 2 a.m. in the morning. Apparently, my mom and Oliver drove out to Denver Airport in a crazed rush to try and track me down, and were picked up by security after running around the terminals, accosting strangers to ask whether they'd seen a woman with red hair and an Asian man. Aunt Sylvie said the plan was to stop me from leaving for Japan, but in the usual fashion, they hadn't stopped to think about the consequences of their action. They realized the gravity of their situation when it dawned on them that they'd spent my mom's last $100 filling up the car with gas to get to the airport, and were now stuck hundreds of miles away from home, having no choice but to call Aunt Sylvie begging for help. The funniest thing is, we left from Phoenix Airport. Unbelievably, my mom even asked Aunt Sylvie to take over the monthly allowance payments, which Aunt Sylvie naturally declined. She called them lazy bums, told them to go to the job center, and totally abandoned them for their sheer brazen arrogance. By some miracle, both my mom and brother managed to find low-paying factory work, and now their status as poverty-stricken debt grovelers is all but confirmed. To make matters even more hilarious, the fact that neither of them have ever had a job before means they spend every day stressed out and angry at their boss, their coworkers, and each other, and most appropriately, themselves. Last I heard, they spent every day spewing profanities and making empty threats at each other in a beat-up house with a severe cockroach infestation.
Hey, Stefan. Looks like you haven't come to work yet. You just too lazy or something? And they pretend to be sick and make a call or something. Oh, it's you, Dante. Hello. I'm going to be absent from work today. No, not because I'm just too lazy to come. Alright, that's what everyone says. If you're going to be absent, at least tell the manager about it, will you? Because he was pretty mad back there. Yeah, but didn't the manager just answer the phone right now? Hold on. I think he did. Was that you? Yeah, that was me telling him I would be absent today. Sorry for being late to tell you guys, but I just got into an accident at the station. Oh, he just told us you were going to be absent right now. What's the incident you're talking about then? Oh, he said you sprained your wrist on your way to work at the station? Are you seriously that clumsy? There was a woman who was pickpocketed and I was chasing the culprit. Uh-huh, seriously? What, did you get into a fight or something? Yeah, I managed to catch him and we got into a fight. That's when I sprained my wrist. Luckily, it was my left hand and not my right, so I can still use my phone like I'm doing right now. Is that so? That's like the standard story someone who's going to be late for work makes up. What's so funny about this? Well, there were people who saw what happened, so I have proof that I'm not making this up. Witnesses? Oh, really? So you're not coming to work because you're going to the doctor or something? No, I already went to the doctor. But I got questioned by the police and stuff, so I decided to take a leave today since there's still some things I need to take care of. I'll come to work tomorrow. Huh? If you can't use your left hand, then how are you going to use your computer? What's the point in coming in if that's the case? Oh, I know. You're probably going to get fired. Hold on. I think that's the only possibility for you now. You're getting fired. Do you know what getting fired means? Besides, there's work I can do that doesn't require a computer. Apparently, I'm supposed to train a new employee starting from tomorrow. What? Really? How are you going to train an employee when you can't use your left hand, though? I really have the feeling they're just going to fire you. I mean, there's no point in keeping you as an employee if you can't work, is there? Our company isn't so black as to fire me just because I can't use a computer temporarily, and I don't need to use my left hand to train an employee. All I have to do is show them how things are done inside this company, apparently. Fine. Maybe you aren't getting fired after all, but it just means that you're never going to get a promotion now. I don't know how getting injured means I won't be able to get a promotion anymore, but they just called me to pay my tab, so bye now. Okay, bye, Stefan. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Hello, Stefan. This is Irene, the person you saved at the station this morning. Thank you again for what you did.
Good evening, Irene.
Is it alright if I text you like this? If you want, I could also call you on the phone if you can't type well with your injured wrist and all.
No, it's fine. I was the type of person who would only use my right hand when typing anyway, so there's not much of a difference.
Is that so? Isn't that a little slower than using both hands, though? Oh, never mind. Just tell me if typing is getting difficult for you then.
I didn't know. Maybe it is slower. I'll try getting used to typing with both hands once my left wrist is healed. Oh, and thanks for the consideration, but still, I was surprised when you told me that you were the new employee whose first day of work at our office was going to be tomorrow.
I was surprised to know that you worked there as well. To think that the person who saved me at the station was going to be my instructor. I guess coincidences like this do actually happen, huh?
Yep. But if you find it inconvenient having me as your instructor, then be sure to tell someone without delaying. I heard that you were a very competent worker, so I don't think my injury is going to be that much of a problem for you, though. It's best for both of us if you consider work as just that. Don't worry about how I would feel, so no need to refrain.
Alright, I understand. Anyways, would you like to go to work together tomorrow? I know you probably haven't gotten used to getting around with only one hand yet, so...
What?
You said the nearest station to our house was the same, right? I know that not being able to use your left hand is going to be a big inconvenience for you, as well as a lot of other things. So, if you want, I can make you some food too. Would you like me to bring you a lunchbox tomorrow?
I really appreciate your consideration, but that's going to be a lot of work for you, isn't it? There's no need to force yourself to help me if you don't really feel like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a girlfriend or something?
No, I've been a bachelor for 5 years now.
I see. If that's the case, then I want to help you as a way of showing thanks for what you did this morning. So please let me support you if you're fine with that.
Alright, I'll take you up on your offer then. I haven't had someone make a lunchbox for me ever since high school when my mom would make me one. To be honest, even though I was a bit apprehensive at letting you help me at first, I'm thankful because my parents live really far away and it's going to be difficult for them to come and help me. I'm truly thankful for your offer, Irene.
Thank you for accepting my offer. It's the least I can do to repay you after all. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow, Stefan. Oh, and I almost forgot. What do you want me to make for your lunchbox?
Anything's fine, really. I'm not a picky eater. Well, see you tomorrow then. I'll be counting on you, I guess. Huh? What in the world is the meaning of this? Who's that beautiful woman you came to work with today? What are you doing bringing a woman like that to work? You said you were a bachelor. She's not my girlfriend, Dante. And I know she's beautiful, but would you please calm down? She's the woman I saved from being pickpocketed yesterday. What? Seriously? Why is she here then? This is a huge coincidence, but apparently she's the new employee our company hired, and today's going to be her first day at work. Seriously? Damn, Stefan. This has got to be the luckiest thing to ever happen to you, right? Work comes first, Dante. I'm not about to get distracted just because she's beautiful. Apparently she was going to the office yesterday to get familiar with the route to the office. That's when she was unlucky enough to become the target of a pickpocketing. Huh? Are you kidding me? Jesus, how I wish I could be you right now. I mean, now you get to spend time with a beautiful woman. It was a very unfortunate event for her, so don't say that. It's rude. Hold on. You said that you were going to be the instructor for a new employee, right? Are you going to be her instructor? Our manager told me about it before yesterday's events. Shit! You're even luckier than I thought. Alright, I've decided. I'll do your job training the new employee for you. I mean, I guess we could ask the manager if you could be our instructor instead, but... It's obvious you're being tricked somehow. I mean, seriously, that the beautiful woman you saved also happened to be a new employee at our company? It's just too good to be true. What do you mean I'm being tricked? We just met each other and all she's done is be kind and considerate towards me until now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Things don't go this well in the real world, Stefan. She probably knew that you were going to be her instructor beforehand. At first, she's going to act like a helpless but beautiful woman, and in the end, she's probably going to make you her servant or something. And you're not going to notice what's happening to you because she has seduced you and couldn't think straight anymore. Maybe she's even planning on becoming your girlfriend just to disappear with all the money in your bank account one day. What in the world are you talking about, Dante? You watch way too many of those weird YouTube videos, dude. I'm telling you things like that actually happen. You probably don't want it to happen to you, right? But I, on the other hand, am quite alright with being seduced by a beautiful woman and made to be her servant. Which is why I'll do your job instructing her for you. You should just forget about this and get back to work or something. Besides, what use are you going to be to her when you can't even use your left hand? Just let me lend you a hand here, alright? Thanks for your consideration, but no need. Huh? You just want to have this beautiful woman to yourself, don't you? Her name is Irene, and it's less that I want to have her to myself, but more that I don't trust you to do your job as an instructor. Besides, not being able to use my left hand isn't going to be that big of a problem, it seems. You see, I talked with the manager this morning. Apparently Irene, the woman I came with today, is extremely competent. Huh? What do you mean extremely competent? So you're telling me not only is she beautiful, but she's some sort of prodigy as well? Well, kind of. You see, Irene was apparently hired by our company as a target of our headhunting. She was hired via headhunting? Wow. Yes, I'm going to be her instructor, but really all I have to do is explain how things work in this company and teach her about stuff only we do. Oh, and apparently she's one of the candidates for a future executive. Seriously? God, I'm so jealous of you, Stefan. Come on, it's unfair how you get this beautiful woman all to yourself. What is it now? I already told you it's not like that, Dante. I have no intention of bringing in private matters into the office. So you do admit that there's something between you two. You see, there are some people who say that you two are a good couple or actually dating when they see you guys walking together, and I can't stand it. Come on, Dante. We're not high schoolers anymore. Be a bit more professional, please. There are more important things than work, Stefan. She makes your lunch boxes for you too, right? Yeah, she says that it would be difficult for me to make my own food or go out for lunch if I can't use my left hand, which is why she's making me lunchboxes. You guys go to and from work together, right? Yes, but that's because the nearest station to our house is the same. And she says that getting on crowded trains with an injured left hand would be difficult. I'm so jealous of you. Obviously, she's just using your injury as an excuse to get closer to you. Didn't you notice that? I already told you, Dante, we're not actually dating. Seriously? Are you telling me the truth right now? I mean, since when did people start dating after only meeting a few days earlier? It's unusual. Thank God. This means that I have a chance with her. I don't know what you're planning on doing, but don't cause her any trouble, alright?
Stefan?
Irene, thanks for your work today again.
Help me.
Huh? What's the matter?
I'm being chased by Dante.
What? Dante? What do you mean he's chasing you?
I went to the convenience store to buy some stuff, and he ambushed me at the entrance of my apartment.
Huh? How does he even know where you live?
No, he probably followed me on my way from work one day.
Seriously? After I had specifically told him not to cause you any trouble. Alright, tell me what happened.
He was trying to go to the convenience store with me, so I panicked and tried to go back to my apartment, and he started chasing me, and then he managed to block my way to the entrance. He started approaching me, and he almost was able to push me against the wall.
He was trying to push you against the wall?
Yes, but I managed to escape, and now I'm hiding in a bathroom at the second floor of a crowded building near the station.
What in the world is he thinking? Alright, I think I know where you are. I'll come and get you.
Huh?
If you're with me, then I don't think he's going to try and do anything crazy. Meet me at our usual spot when I tell you. Then we'll get on the taxi and flee. Don't worry. I was able to fight off a thief, wasn't I?
What?
I'll contact you once I'm near our location.
I got it. I'm so sorry, Stefan, for getting you into this mess, but I'm waiting for you.
Stefan, why are you here? That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. I knew that you were attracted to Irene, but I never thought that you would become a stalker or something. I'm not a stalker. I'm just doing my best to get closer to Irene. Yeah, so you followed her on your way home to find out where she lived? And you tried to push her against the wall after ambushing her? And when she was clearly scared and fled, you chased after her all the way here? What the hell do you think you're doing? Yeah, but that's just my way of showing her I like her. Sorry, but did you ever consider what Irene felt when you were doing all of this? You're just bothering her. What'd you say to me? I'm a bother to her, you say? How am I a bother? You're the one who's bothering us right now. I get it. You're just mad because you wanted Irene for yourself, don't you? But the joke's on you. Judging by how she looked when she ran away, I just need to make one more approach before she falls for me. What in the world made you think that she'll fall for you after just one approach? Didn't you see that she was terrified? Come on, she wasn't terrified. The only reason she ran away was because she got embarrassed at my approaches. Just a bit more and I could have managed to take her to my room where we could have some fun. But then you came along and ruined everything. You're a sick man, Dante. What you're saying right now are actually what a delusional man would say. You calling me delusional? Irene got scared by what you did and called me to save her. What? She wanted you to save her? What do you mean she got scared? According to Irene, this wasn't your first time doing something like this apparently. Even in the office, you would wait until I wasn't with her and suddenly start massaging her shoulders while she's working on the computer. Or go up to her and smell her. Or try to pull her hair so you could keep her for yourself. It often seems you would go up to her and say inappropriate things as well. Yeah, but she looked like she was enjoying it. If she didn't like it, she would resist. She said she didn't resist because she was scared and you were a senior employee, and because she didn't want to interrupt her work. Apparently, she was thinking about how to tell you that she didn't like what you were doing. What? Really? I'm going to report this incident to the company. What? Apparently, Irene was recording you with a secret microphone whenever you said those things to her. She was recording me? If we check the security cameras in the office as well, we'll probably be able to find the proof of what you did. But all I wanted was to have someone as talented, as beautiful as Irene as my girlfriend. That's why I did all those things, because I thought that it would make her happy. I haven't had a girlfriend in 5 years, but there's something even I know. What is it? If you make the mistake of getting the wrong ideas about your relationship with a woman, she's going to be disgusted by you and strike back. Huh? Disgusted? Strike back? Anyways, Irene's scared of you and has zero affection for you, so just give it up already. But I was sure she liked me. The next day, me, Irene, our manager, and a person in charge of employee compliance came to the office 1 hour earlier than usual and had a meeting. Dante didn't know about this and came to the office 15 minutes earlier than usual to tell the manager his version of the story. Apparently, he made it seem like he himself was the victim. It was too bad for him, though, that Irene had already showed him the evidence. So this only made it worse for Dante, as it was now apparent that he didn't regret his actions whatsoever. Dante miraculously wasn't fired, but instead relocated abroad, where he would work for the next 30 years of his career. Dante's face went pale when he heard this, but it was too late for him. Of course, Irene made Dante pay an alimony to her for the distress he had caused her, and so Dante couldn't just quit his job since he had to get the money somehow. He was last seen crying at the airport before getting onto an airplane and leaving the country. Honestly, I wouldn't be so sad if I were him, as he basically gets a new chance at a life abroad. This is private, but Irene confessed her feelings to me, and we've been dating ever since. I proposed to her 1 year after that. That's a story for another day.